Welcome back to the Love JeKeisha show. Oh my goodness, I am so happy that you're here today. And we are going to be cooking something so wonderful. Prepare yourself for this. Kale and pistachio pesto with pasta. Now, I love pasta, and I love pesto, but this is something a little different for me because I use probably everything to make pesto except for kale. Do you remember back when you would go to a buffet and they would literally have kale around the buffet as greenery? Because nobody was really fooling out with kale. Well, kale is a thing now. Like, they're putting it in juices and salads and everything. It's supposed to be super healthy and fibrous, and it probably is, but damn all that. Because I still am not the biggest fan of kale. I don't care how many ways you prepare it, but I don't dislike it. Not a fan, but I don't dislike it. So, kale. You're gonna need one bunch, like the bunch you buy in a grocery store. You wanna wash it, and you wanna remove the stems, and you wanna blanch it. And blanch it simply means putting it in some hot boiling water for about 3 to 5 minutes, maybe not 5 minutes, maybe about 3 minutes, and then immediately putting it into an ice bath, which is shocking it or stopping the cooking process so that it keeps the integrity of the leaf and that nice greenery, makes it a little bit more tender. Now, if you're one of those people who like to eat kale, I encourage you to massage it before putting it in your salad, so it won't be so fibrous. I think that that's probably one of the reasons why I don't like kale, because it seems like I'm chewing it forever. It's like eating some well done steak. No offense to those who like well done steak. However, we're going to put our blanched kale, and after you blanch it, of course, squeeze all the water out of it, as much water as you possibly can. Set it to the side. We're going to have 1 cup of basil, 2 tablespoons of pistachios, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese, 4 cloves of garlic. We're going to do a heaping pinch of salt and a little pepper. And I have 1 cup of extra virgin olive oil, but we're probably only going to use 1/2 cup. We're going to gauge it once we get it started. And I'm telling you all this because when I turn this on, you probably won't hear me. So we're going to go ahead on and get all of our ingredients loaded into here except for the extra virgin olive oil. And if you don't have a food processor, you can also make it in a blender. Anything that can break down these ingredients for you. Now, if you watched my last show, you know that I have a garden. So I have my freshly grown basil here. I'm so excited about my garden. I really am. Like, I just get kind of gushy about it. I don't know if anybody else does too, about things that they plant and watch grow, but I do. So we're going to have our kale. We're going to put our cup of basil. And get it off. Don't leave none behind. Our 4 cloves of garlic. A tablespoon of lemon juice. A 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. Two tablespoons of pistachios. A good pinch of salt. And that was a kind of a punk pinch, so I'm just gonna add a little extra. And some pepper. And we're going to put our lid on. Make sure it's secured. And we are going to pulse it. So I see it breaking down, which is what I want. So now I'm gonna go ahead on and let it run on low. Y'all see it? Breaking down, breaking down, breaking down. It's doing the dance. All right, so I'm gonna turn it off and just look inside. And I see that my garlic is broken down, as well as my pistachios. I was getting ready to say something so pervertish. My nuts. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull this a little closer to me, and I'm gonna turn it on high. And I'm gonna get a spatula and scrape down my sides. So I've already added a half of a cup of my extra virgin olive oil, and my pesto is looking so good. Yes, yep. Let me let y'all see this. Let's see. Yeah. The nerve of them to have kale around the buffets back in the day, huh? They could have been making pesto. We're gonna stop it and take a look at it. Oh yeah. Scrape down the sides. This smells so good. And let's finish it off. So we did actually, at this point, we have used half of a cup of extra virgin olive oil. So now we're gonna go ahead on and use the rest. I think I thought we used a half a cup before, but we didn't. I'm not perfect. Oh my God, right before our very eyes, voila, we have pasta sauce. And I am satisfied with it. Honestly, I am. See? Nice. Now, if we can just get our camera to come in so you can just take a look at this wonderful, wonderful sauce. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, because I never serve anything without tasting, it's so good. So good. I have my pasta. So I have my penne pasta, which I cooked according to the package's direction, in some salted water for 11 minutes. And I'm gonna just put my pesto just a little bit at a time. I'm using 2 spoons. I'm going to slowly mix my pesto into my pasta. Look at this, you have pasta and vegetables, some protein from your nuts. I like saying that word. I don't even know why. Yes, I do. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna share with you why. So, depending on your age, you may have like Dr. Dre back in the day, and they were like, oh, what do you call? Okay, so if you know, you know. No need for me to finish. So, yeah. There was that. And then, of course, I have nephews, too, who love to say D's. So, gotta love having the young generation around. And oh my God, do y'all see how beautiful this dish is? I mean, it has cheese, nuts, kale, basil, extra virgin olive oil, which might I add is very flavorful. So make sure you are investing in some good extra virgin olive oil so that it is packed with flavor. Don't go getting the cheap stuff. Spring for the good stuff. And of course, after it's all mixed together, and the reason I use penne pasta with the pesto, because you see how it just grabs hold to the noodles? Woo! You see it. And if you've been here a while, and you know me, I have to clean this dish up before serving. So that's what we're gonna do. But as you see, we took very few ingredients and made a whole meal out of it. Please be sure you try this recipe. Make sure you comment below and let me know what you think of it. Tell me how wonderful it is. Tell me if you don't think it's wonderful. I'll take criticism as well. But yeah, make sure that you are following me on all social media. I'm Love JeKeisha. And don't forget to read my blog this week, Finish Your Plate JK. Thank you so much for your time today, and I will see you next week.